Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is the most commonly diagnosed childhood psychiatric condition in the world, but there's a lot of confusion. To learn more about ADHD, I caught up with renowned international expert Professor Chip Cash from the American Psychiatric Association. Professor Cash, welcome to Australia.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. What a beautiful country.
Thank you. Tell us, how is ADHD diagnosed?
There are 18 behavioral criteria which help us diagnose ADHD. They include aversion to schoolwork or homework, playing loudly, talking excessively, claiming excessively, fidgeting, losing things, interrupting, being unable to wait turn. The list goes on.
These sound like normal childhood behaviours.
Yes, but the diagnosed ADHD child must display at least 6 of these behaviors. 6 of these behaviors. Not occasionally, but often.
So how often is often?
Often is more often than sometimes, but not as often as always. Is that clear?
Yes, that's very, very clear. And can you tell us about the cause of ADHD?
It's not yet proven, but the best minds researching ADHD believe it's a chemical imbalance in the brain.
And this imbalance is detected by blood tests or by scanning of the brain?
Blood tests? Scanning? No. We cannot detect through scanning or blood tests as yet, but we are on the verge. We have been this close to obtaining that data for 30 years.
But in the meantime...
In the meantime, we use the science of behavior. The science of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is behavioral science.
So ADHD is behavioural science?
Yes, ADHD is BS.
We've heard from Professor Cash how ADHD is diagnosed, but what about its treatment?
ADHD is usually treated with a stimulant medication, like a Ritalin or dexamphetamine or methamphetamine.
Did you say methamphetamine?
Yes, methamphetamine, a brand name Desoxin. It's very, very useful in the control of ADHD.
But aren't amphetamines bad? I mean, not good for children?
Giving amphetamine to a healthy child is not a good idea. However, in the case of ADHD, medical experts are giving medicinal amphetamine to very, very sick children.
Children who fidget?
Yes.
These children who lose things, are disorganised and climb a lot?
Yes, and yes.
Children who don't particularly like doing homework?
As I said, these are very, very sick children.
Are there other treatments available?
The wonderful people at Eli Lilly produce Strattera, which is not an amphetamine, which is fantastic in the treating of ADHD.
Are there any side effects?
Yes. Some children may find the need to kill themselves. You know, as a side effect. It's a biggie, sure. But these children are talkative, very talkative. They fidget, and they're loud, and they climb like monkeys. This is not good. They are very, very sick children.
And what happens to these children if it goes untreated?
These very sick children face very unhappy futures. Academic failure, divorce, unemployment, drug abuse.
Drug abuse?
Yes, research shows that many of today's drug addicts were unmedicated ADHD sufferers.
So many of today's drug addicts might not be drug abusers if we'd have given them amphetamines as children.
Well, yes. We like to describe it as medication. Please, not amphetamine. It's such an emotive term.
So let's recap on what we've learned. Although there are no diagnostic tests, experts are confident that ADHD is caused by a biochemical imbalance in the brain. In turn, this leads to behaviours such as fidgeting, losing things and interrupting. And a biochemical problem invites a biochemical solution. So they tell us the best treatment is medication, particularly amphetamines. But there are risks with medications, including suicide, stroke and psychosis. But the experts tell us that left untreated, these children will continue to play loudly, lose their toys and pencils, and fidget. Plus, if they are not treated with amphetamine-like drugs, they run the risk of becoming drug addicts as adults. So now you know what the experts know, I'm sure you will agree with me. There is absolutely no doubt ADHD really is BS.
Hi, I'm Martin Whiteley. I wrote the script for ADHD is BS. Professor Chip Cash may be fake, but the claims that he made are the claims that the ADHD industry makes thousands of times every day. If you want to learn more about the pseudoscience supporting ADHD, or donate to help fund our next video journey into behavioural science, DSM-5 is BS2, visit our website www.adhdisbs.com.